Sure. Free Expressionism is a style of creating which I co-founded in the late 90s while staying at Clifton Pugh's, who was, as we know, a very famous Australian landscape and portrait painter. The concept of Free Expressionism is nothing new, and to say that I have co-founded a new art movement is in itself quite arrogant, but that's not exactly what I'm saying. Given this, the space and time that art is being created for, there has been a resonance throughout time of art and how it's been a guidepost for the civilization and the creative people within that civilization to illustrate the unseen, to demonstrate feeling, and to tell stories or emotions. Free Expressionism is, in a nutshell, the maximum appropriation of energy to any creative project or art form the creator wishes to manifest. The word Free Expressionism came from, well, we've had postmodernism, futurism, Renaissance, we've had all the major art movements. But Free Expressionism is exactly what it means: expressing freely with maximum focus and intent, without the historical, philosophical restraints of language, technique. And yet, having said that, the paradox of it is that there is a certain level of technique required in order to create. And that is the craft of being a painter, the craft of being an artist, and the joy of creating works of art for public consumption and private reflection.
Derek, the scale of paintings and the number of works that you create it's just inspiring. Like, I've seen exhibitions where you don't just do 4 or 5 paintings, there could be 120 paintings. That's a massive amount of work.
Yes. I find that when I'm preparing for a show or a commission, there's, depending on its specific demographic and its requirements, there is a channel, an information, emotional channel that I find myself a conduit for, and I step out of the way and allow the pure energy to come through. To create is life, and to create as much as possible is really the reason that I believe my path in my art has been so recognised in the last 5 to 10 years.
You've done a number of shows internationally and within Australia.
That's right, yeah. My last international show was in Hong Kong, and for that exhibition I did a series of works, around about 30, representative of Australia, but with a fusion of Asian landscape philosophy integrated within the works. A lot of them were charcoal based, forms, colour, design. The works were representative of my views of Australia and the Australian landscape and the demographic of emotion that one finds oneself in this country, Australia. But with any country there is specific resonances that the artist finds themselves expressing. Now, the universal totalitarian concept of universal art and non-borders, and art allows you to create and to see in any way that you so choose to perceive. And for me, the concept of colour, form and design is a very strong component of Free Expressionism. That show in particular was opened by the Australian ambassador, and It was a sellout show, and I was very lucky and grateful and very fortunate to have that opportunity to do that.